Most people think the reason that they miss good trades is because they weren't watching the chart closely enough. And sometimes that's true, but other times it's not. They think that if they just stare at a screen a little bit longer or maybe checked one more thing one more time, then they wouldn't miss the move. But that constant checking, refreshing the screen, watching every single candle form, it has its place in learning how to trade, but that's usually the reason why trading feels exhausting in the first place. And that's especially if you don't know what you should be looking for in the first place. So, by the end of this video, you'll understand how I approach trading in a way that does not require watching the screen 24/7 all day, every day. And it's not because I don't care, but it's because I've learned what actually matters and what doesn't. This is about thinking clearly and knowing what you're looking for ahead of time, not just trying to react faster to the markets. And if we haven't met yet, I'm LaKiesha, and so far I've made over $350,000 while working full-time trading these markets. And I've been in the markets for a long time, and I've traded through different jobs, schedules, and different seasons of life. And what I learned pretty early on was that trading doesn't reward the person who watches the screen the longest. Of course, that has a time and a place, especially when you're in the beginning and you're trying to understand the market clearly. It rewards the person who knows when to look and when to step away. And everything I'm about to share comes from simplifying my trading process, not adding more to my already busy plate. So before we go any further, if you're brand new to trading and your goal is to take your first profitable trade, I have a program called the Trading Launchpad where I help you do that in 30 days or less. And you also get to do that as simply as possible. And if you're new or have been trading for a while and still not profitable yet, that's exactly what the Profitable Traders Academy is built for. I'll link both of those in the description box below so you can choose what fits where you are best right now. So here's the first thing that most traders get wrong. They think that watching the charts all day equals being disciplined. And to some degree, yes, this is required. They think that screen time equals effort and effort should equal results. I used to think the exact same way, and I literally watched the charts from sun up to sundown. Basically, when I got up in the morning, I would watch the open of the New York market, and then I would look at the market going into London session. And that was a lot. Basically, more watching leads to more reacting. More reacting means taking trades that you shouldn't have taken in the first place. And the goal is not to catch every single trade, it's to only catch the moves that matter. And once that clicked for me, everything slows down in a really good way. So the way I avoid watching charts all day is very simple. I decide ahead of time what would make a trade worth paying attention to. Because not every move in the market deserves a decision from me. Not every candle close or candle open deserves a reaction from me. And sometimes if I see something that looks like a setup, I may wait just one more candle, and usually it serves as a confirmation to either enter or to continue to wait. And when I look at the market, I like to zoom out to a higher time frame like the daily or the H4, and then I ask myself one question. Is the price near an area I'm looking to enter? If the answer is no, I don't need to watch. I just wait, I set my alerts, and I come back. But if the answer is yes, only then does the chart earn my attention at that time. This turns trading from consistent monitoring and looking at it 24/7 to very intentional checking, because you're only checking it when it's in the zone that you're interested in taking a trade in. And that has worked for me so well. So think about it like this. Maybe you're waiting for a package and you don't necessarily know the delivery window. So you keep checking the door all day, you keep going to the window, and every sound makes you look up and run to the window to see if the delivery person is there. It's very stressful, and most of the time it's just pointless. But if you know that the package is coming between 2 and 4, you don't start watching at 8 o'clock in the morning for the delivery person to show up. You go ahead, you live your life, and then you check back when it actually makes sense. And trading works the exact same way. So in real life, this means that I'm not glued to the screen 24/7. I check the market during times I planned, basically just blocks of time that I know that I'll have available to actually check the market. And usually it's market open and market close, because that's where most of the volume is typically in a lot of these markets. I know exactly what I'm looking for before I even open up the charts. And if price isn't where it needs to be, I step away and I go about my life and I do other things like create these YouTube videos for you for free. So if you haven't subscribed, go ahead. And that also means that I'm not forcing trades, I'm not guessing, I'm not babysitting trades that I never should have taken in the first place. We've all been there. But this is how trading is able to fit in your real life instead of it taking over your life. So here's a very simple filter that you can use starting tomorrow. So before you watch the chart, ask yourself, is price doing nothing for the next few hours? And would I be okay with not looking at it? If that answer is yes, then don't watch it. You got your answer. And if the answer is no, it's probably because price is actually close to something important, like a key level or something like that you've marked off on the daily or maybe even the H4 time frame. And you want to pay attention to it because it actually has purpose now. It's getting into the zone that you're interested in taking a buy or a sell in. So first, stop checking the charts just because you're bored or nervous. I used to do that a lot. And that habit created really bad trades for me. And second, I want you to decide in advance what's worth looking at and what's not. And write this down if you need to. And that includes specific markets and other things like that. So third, give yourself permission to step away when nothing matters yet. Patience is a part of this game and it is a process, not a weakness. So having patience is going to help you out a lot. And finally, remind yourself that missing some random move is going to be normal. You're not going to catch all of the moves. You're going to see really big moves and it's going to be okay. You only want to focus on high potential moves that you have planned for. Crazy things happen in the market all the time. Just like in gold, I may see a big push overnight and it's like, yeah, I could have been a part of it, but I was sleeping. It's cool. So basically, when you think about trading, you want to make sure that it's aligned with your life and the way that you think. You don't need to rush. You don't need to stare at the charts 24/7. You just need a simple structure and calm decisions when you are looking to enter the market. And when you stop forcing trades and you start respecting your time, trading becomes a lot easier. And I am not joking here because this is something that I did not do in the beginning. And I wasted so much time just looking at random charts. So if you want help in applying this in real time, if you're brand new, start with the Trading Launchpad. That is going to give you the jump start that you need. And if you're new or you've been trading and still not profitable yet, and you want the structure and the feedback and a very clear process, then the Profitable Traders Academy is where you need to be. Both of those are linked below in the description, so go ahead and check them out. And if you still feel like the market moves without you and you're always realizing this too late, then that's the next thing that we are going to fix. Because you're not really bad at trading, you're just looking at the wrong moments. So on the screen, go ahead and click the next video, and that's where I'm going to explain why you keep missing the move and how to see it coming without watching charts all day. I'll see you there.